Alright, ready to go with the VOD?
I should make a video for like all my subscribers, just like thanking them, because I seriously have like the nicest subscribers in the world.
Awesome. Ready to go with the
Yeah,
VOD?
I'm ready. It's
Alright.
like I read your chat and I'm like a lot of the, it's like, can you make me a mod so I can ban this one guy? No, I'm just kidding. I will ban him.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to set number 4. This is KT versus CJ. And the score is 2-1. Oh, let me click this ad. And we are seeing Flash versus Effort, a rematch of epic proportions. I think a lot of people were hoping to see this matchup today, and we are going to see it now. I can only hope that this will not end up like Flash versus Jaedong, which everyone was hoping for, and we got it, and it was like the most disappointing game ever. So, crossing my fingers, crossing my toes, I'm hoping. Come on, Flash. See, Flash, he's got the Pockery Sweat. Effort's hair is not yellow anymore! Yes! Alright, we're gonna see a good game, guys. Effort's hair is not retarded. Ah, fantastic. Whew. Alright, I'm pumped now. I know we're gonna have a good game.
Yeah, Effort Man has Flash's number, at least in 2010 he did. They actually didn't play all of 2011, which is kind of sad. Kind of killed the momentum that their developing rivalry had, because Flash was up 2-0 in the 2010 Korean Aero-SL, and Effort came back. He 2-hatch muted, and then like Flash did a one-base like mechie all-in, and Effort held it off beautifully, and Effort did another 2-hatch muta and won. But in the Big Life MSL, which was later that year, that was actually a really good game. It was in the group stages, so they
Wait,
only
wasn't it
played
Big
one
File,
game.
not Big Life?
In the Dyslexia MSL, Effort took out Flash. Yeah, it was Big File, that's my bad. My memory apparently has dyslexia. Effort took out Flash, and that was like a beautiful game. And like Effort is a really, really solid Zerg player, and a Zerg versus Terran, it's like statistically his worst matchup actually. But based on how good it is, that just shows you how good he is at every other matchup. Like
Ooh,
Effort,
6-6.
yeah, but. Effort on the 4-game win streak, which probably doesn't have much momentum going into it because they haven't met in a televised game in a year, but you still have to mention that.
Indeed.
Effort doesn't get the props that he deserves. Effort is really good, and I think he deserves. Like, who else is even against Flash? Stork is, and Jaedong is, roughly. Stork is up against Flash. And
well, Toss Girl is
count.
100% versus Flash, so, you know. I'm just saying.
Alright. Minimum 4 games. Minimum 8 games. Minimum 8 games. We'll go with that. So I think Effort actually has a really good chance of taking this game down. And Flash, after all this time, what introduction can you possibly give Flash? Flash is 8-0 this season. He is untouchable, godly, amazing. He is so good at every matchup. He has StarCraft down to not like he got it down to a science about a year and a half ago, and since then he's refined it into an art. It is beautiful to watch him play. He is amazing at this game, except for that Flash versus Jaedong game, which was bullcrap.
Yeah, I guess you could say he's pretty good.
He's pretty good, yeah.
Anyways, looks like we're going to be on Sniper Ridge. Effort going to start off scouting in the wrong direction, sadly for him. And, well, I honestly don't really care who wins this game. I'm kind of rooting for Effort a little bit. I want to see somebody break Flash's perfect record here, but really, I just want to see an amazing TVZ to ease my soul after the pain of the Jaedong one.
And the pain of that action versus, I already forgot his name,
Rush. He's like so bad and irrelevant that you just don't care anymore. It's like that guy that did badly.
I need to get that like taste out of my mouth. It's like I just tried like an energy drink that's just like completely gross, like Rockstar or something. They don't sponsor esports, right? Yeah, Rockstar. It's like you had a sip of that and you're like, oh god, that wasn't what I was expecting at all. I was expecting like something palatable. And it's like, oh, and then here is like whatever your favorite anything in the entire world is. It's Flash playing Terran versus Zerg. And whoa, pool first.
Overpool from Effort, interesting choice. And just the barracks at the top of the ramp for Flash, that's pretty standard. Curious.
Well, it's not exactly standard because a lot of times he like does the supply depot and barracks at the natural expansion to form his wall in for his 15cc. So if he
can you wall in on this map though like that? Oh, maybe you can actually.
Also, I'm just like I'm thinking about Terran versus Protoss right now. That I like had a brain fart. Don't worry about it. Yep.
Nice.
Anyways.
Alright, overpool expand. It looks like Flash gonna scout in the wrong direction as well. He's actually gonna send out a second SEV, it looks like. Gonna do a PVZ-esque scouting pattern.
Yeah,
Playing
I mean,
super safe.
You really want to know if your opponent's going for something very non-standard, like an overpool, because I'd say, like, I think it's almost up to 99% of Zerg versus Terrans are now hatch first.
You know, I'm gonna try and be amazing. I'm gonna call 2 hatch Muta right now. Effort's going 2 hatch Muta.
Effort seemed to have had Flash's number with 2 hatch Muta, but that was such a long time ago. Like, does that even matter? Like,
well, I feel like
wrong.
when you go for a pool first opening, I think that's usually what happens. But actually, he's not taking his gas yet, so maybe not.
Well, it's not like you get. It's like, oh, I need to get my pool earlier so I can get my lair earlier. It's not that mentality. I think the two are completely unrelated to each other.
Yeah,
but it's like the
be.
people who have the mentality of I'm going to open overpool also often have the mentality of I'm going to go to Muta, so you see it correlated more often, but it's definitely not necessary. And there, to make me look smart, I guess, is the 3rd hatchery going down.
Indeed.
And Flash is going to scout that, and that's going to put his mind at a lot of ease, because Effort is, maybe aside from Jaedong, maybe even including Jaedong, the best 2-hatch Muta player in the entire world. Better than Shine Cal, the 5-minute Bonjour. He is, Effort is like godly with his micro, and anytime you see him going for a spot, like a lair on 2 hatches, you're like, oh dear God, I need to play perfectly or I'm dead.
Now, this is
gonna. I was going to say this is going to transfer into the later stages of the game almost definitely, where I think Flash has the edge, just that he can out-multitask and out-macro in the very long-term Effort, unless Effort does get a really good engagement.
Yeah, I mean, so right now what's happened is the overpool obviously not quite as economic as the 12-hatch, but he did force Flash to make his natural CC in his main base, so that little delay is basically going to even out the slower economy of Effort. And Flash seems to have just gone for a standard 2nd racks and a refinery, probably just going to get an academy as well. I'm pretty sure he got that 2nd barracks before the refinery, so it's not any kind of +1. And just going to poke out with his Marines a little bit, but I don't think Effort's going to die to that kind of silly attack as Jaedong did. Or hopefully he won't. Looks like there's actually a drone hold positioned on the ramp, but the SUV just slides right through it, and well, these Marines are still going, and Effort hasn't made a sunken. Hopefully he's made some more lings at least. Presumably he has. That drone is quite useless now, actually. Indeed, it is just a 2-racks academy. Yep, there are some more lings. Okay, so it looks like Effort's going to be just fine.
The drone on the ramp was a good idea because, you know, not every player will click on the mineral patches every time that they want to move up or down a ramp. Like, the mineral patch is either in your main or all the way back in his main.
Dude, it's Flash.
That's like 99% of players won't do that.
It's Flash.
But it's Flash. Yeah, that was going to be the end of my sentence, too. It's Flash, so... Like, it was a cute idea, and it probably works against most people who just don't have the spare APM to, like, hit F3 or wherever he has it, the place hotkeyed. Like, just that one action, a lot of people don't spare. They just click down, like, they click somewhere down the ramp or click on the mini-map. But not Flash, man, it's Flash. So, 2 Zerglings actually get into the back, and they take out an SUV.
Oh god, oh my god, Jogalinga! There's 2 fire bats in the back! And this is not going to work at all. Oh my god, looks like Effort splits it up. He sends in a few more Zerglings into the main, but it looks like 2 fire bats coming out again. Now, Effort did actually get a very fast evolution chamber in his main base, and he actually got Burrow. Effort's trying to be cool. Oh man, it looks like you were right, Varosh. Now all the cool kids are getting Burrow. Look at that, so fancy. And then he's like, oh wait, he is comset. Huh, I guess that doesn't work.
It's still going to be good for scouting, though.
It is indeed, and it's actually Lurkers. Effort is going 3-hatch Lurker. That's why he went for the fast... Wait, how did those... Wait, did he scan that? How did he attack those borrowed lings? I don't understand. And oh my god, is Effort just gonna die? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Effort, do not die. Please, please, Effort, for the love of God.
Oh, he took out the fire bat. That's good.
For the love of Jaedong. Do not die. Okay. Actually, wait, I can't say for the love of God because Flash is God. And he's killing him, so I guess that doesn't work anymore. Huh. Who do you pray to when you play against Flash? I guess you have to like pray against Buddha or like one of the rivaling deities. 'Cause you can't pray to God.
You like the only way to beat Flash is to like sell your soul or something, so you pray to the devil.
Dude, Buddha,
I was really
Buddha's
worried
got it, man.
when there was that one fire bat that Effort was gonna pull all his drones to defend, and like they were all gonna get barbecued. But luckily they managed to survive that. Like the fire bat died just in time before they took any hits. And I don't actually think he lost any drones, and a very nice surround with the Zerglings, taking out the fire bat really quickly and cleaning up the rest of the Medica Marine army with ease. I know that Rush is in the audience and saw. Like, Effort did basically the same thing that Action did, except he executed it better because he's a better player. But Flash defended it like 95 million times better than Rush did, and I hope Rush was taking notes because that's how you actually deal with this early Zergling pressure.
Now,
and
I have a quick question for you, Barosh. If you're a burrowed Zergling and there are 4 Firebats standing on top of you, how do you feel?
I feel so glad that my like not executor
Overmind.
No, it's not the Overmind. You're like
Cerebrit?
Like what are that like Zask and the other ones? What are
Cerebrit.
they? Cerebrit. Okay, that your Cerebrit was one of the like 1 out of 1,000 Cerebrits that actually decided to upgrade Burrow, because if you didn't have Burrow, you'd be dead. So you're thanking your lucky stars.
Indeed. And it looks like 3 Sunkens will be up in time to stop this attack, although the bottom left base is a bit vulnerable. 2 Hydras slowly meandering their way down to become lurkers on the ramp, and it looks like the Hive is on its way for Effort. Starport just starting as well. And these borrowed lings are giving perfect
third
vision.
Base all the way at the bottom left. Like, Effort knows where the base is, and the lurkers are going to be up way in time. It's kind of questionable that Flash didn't try to go put pressure on the third. Like, he poked up at the natural, saw that there was nothing. Like, it's kind of uncharacteristic for Flash not to put tons of pressure on the third, and he's actually put no pressure on it as of yet. He's probably going to hit a later timing at it, and he was like thrown off because of the early Zergling pressure, but still surprising that Effort's going to get a third gas without a fight, which almost never happens for Splash.
Yep, but it looks like it's happening now. Hive should be finished in a second here, and oh, it looks like Flash actually scanned that borrowed ling. I don't know, wait, how did he just randomly scan there? Like, how did he know that was there? Man, that's crazy.
I feel like there's going to be a bird. I'm on the hill. There's probably a bird.
I know, that is some crazy game sense from Scan, or from Flash. Oh shit! Oh man, I'm gonna get crucified for that
There's
one.
like
Holy
an autonomous
shit.
combat station that has really good game sense and just scans wherever it knows. I wish I had like a magic smart.
I do want to say though, Flash's depot placement's pretty ugly. So he's probably bad at PvP. I'm just saying. I could probably beat Flash at PvP.
It's a Filer round going up for Effort. Very nicely timed on his Hive tech. It's going to be, like, even with the Ling attack that he did, like, a lesser player that might delay everything, and I believe it delayed Action a little bit when he went for the early pressure, but Effort, not at all, man. Beautiful timing, and he's got good drone saturation, too.
But he's down, like, at half the supply. He's at 56 to 100. I don't know how that happened. Oh my god, is he gonna go for it? Oh my god, he's just gonna go for it? No way! You can't do that.
He's got a really wide spread, so maybe, just maybe, but probably not. Yeah, not really working out for him. But unfortunately,
is that a stop lurker?
Like,
dude, that's a stop lurker.
Oh,
look,
nice.
Why?
Like, yeah, I believe that's a stop lurker. That Marine is definitely in range. The problem for Effort is he didn't, like, this push is not taking enough time.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, this push isn't taking enough time because Flash was already established midway between the bases. Like, you want to get to them with the lurkers and then fall back as slowly as possible while you delay for your swarms to get up. And like Consume, man, Consume is like not close to being done. What is it, like halfway now? I can't find the clock. 11:30. So the Defilers are out, but he's gonna still have to wait a little while for Consume. And it's gonna be problematic. He's just gonna hope his Spine Crawlers can take the damage.
Looks like
I said Spine
it's
Crawlers.
finished.
Everybody play
Everybody
me.
kill
Everybody
Baroche.
play me. I did that on purpose. It's awesome. But
Spine Crawler! Shiba!
He should unburrow those Spine Crawlers and fall back. It's buy time. Luckily, the first Consume finishes right at the 12-minute mark. Actually, a tiny bit earlier, so his high was like 3 seconds earlier because he's a pro gamer. And luckily, he defends that push. That was a really, really close, tight timing. He only had one Spine Crawler left, and after that, like, I mean, he had no transfuses left on his queens, and I'm probably getting so much hate in the chat, but I'm okay.
You're just digging that hole deeper, man.
Just like last time. Whatever.
Whatever. Oh, nice snipe on the vessel. But unfortunately, there is already a lurker under Dark Swarm there. So Effort is going to be able to hold on to that 4th base just fine. And Flash going to take a couple of casualties here. Looks like wow, he's actually got a large number of Sea Shanks still. And adding on some Vultures and Mines, not going to get that 2nd vessel. Although there is another pair of Scourge there waiting to pounce on that poor little vessel. Flash still has a monstrous supply lead, and oh, nice snipe though. Effort, very well done. But, you know, as I was saying, Flash at 113 supply against Effort's 65, but I mean, oh, wait, what? Those are in range? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, if anybody still thinks Siege Tanks are fair, number one, you're pretty stupid, but just look at this game right now, okay? Just look at this game. That's not right, man. That's not right. Oh, man. But it looks like Effort, though. Effort, he's pretty good, so he's going to save his hatchery. And Flash is going to get pushed back to that ridge there.
I love takes. I love people talking about takes being balanced, and it's true. It's like when a unit, the best counter to the unit is making them kill each other and the rest of their army by being next to them. It's a pretty stupid unit.
Exactly.
Nah, I love takes.
Exactly. The only way to kill tanks is not to kill them.
More interesting though. Like imagine this game without tanks. Everything would just be like too uniform. And pushing up absolutely no swarms and taking a huge mine to the lurker. That was really bad for him. And he's about to walk into some more. All of these lurkers are going to go down. Oh, actually a couple, like one survived, but that was really, really bad. And now that Effort's throwing away lurkers and announcing the mech transition, here comes the barracks.
Look at Flash. He thinks he's Boxer. He's like, oh, look at me. I'm going to lift 4 barracks too. I think I'm so cool. You're not cool, Flash. You're not Boxer.
And Effort's really hurting on the Defiler count. Like, we're not seeing very many Irradiates go off on Defilers, but it must be that Flash is doing a really good job. And, very nice engagement for Effort, taking out a lot of Marines. But Flash must be doing a great job irradiating every single Defiler very quickly, because I know that Effort is producing them, we're just not really seeing them. Flash is so good that the cameras can't even keep up with him. Plus 2 Carapace, by the way, out for Effort, and he's got his 4 gas, so we're expecting the transition to Ultralist whenever he can get it up. But he's like just fighting barely to survive, and that drone, putting down a 2nd evolution chamber, so maybe that he can start melee attacks as well.
Oh man, that mine's doing so much damage. Flash now getting his 4th base at the bottom right. He's going to be on even bases with the Zerg, but it looks like a little bit of a link counterattack here at the 3 o'clock expansion. Nice little move by Effort. Of course, Zerglings can be super efficient. They're just so cheap, so easy. Just randomly send a few lings over here and be annoying. And Flash's building placement, I gotta say, is surprisingly ugly. I mean, and it's not like he always does this. You know, he had that one amazing game on Electric Circuit where he made like a perfect grid of 9 or of 8 factories. So I don't know why he's just going crazy with these factories. I guess it doesn't matter that much at this point. I mean, yeah, I don't. Flash, man, Flash, come on. Somebody needs to like hire an. I mean, he's rich, right? He can hire an interior designer. I'm pretty sure.
An interior designer to help him with his building placement.
Yeah, man.
Wouldn't that just be like ask your coaches to recruit Harangi to your team?
Yeah, that works. I mean, Flash could Flash could probably just hire Harangi. Like his salary is just so much higher. It just like includes Harangis in it.
This game is like really sad for effort because like he's defending well. Like it's valiant, but he's not putting any pressure back on Flash. Flash is free to expand. If you look at your mini map, I believe Flash is on 4 bases, but pretty soon he's going to be on 5 and be ahead of the Zerg. Like effort needs to find something that he can do to put counter pressure, and it's definitely not going to be through the middle. So I think the alternative is to get drop and do link like Defiler Ling drops and take out command centers really quickly. And if they lift, plague them to death. But like it just like this is not sustainable. Effort's gonna defend and defend and defend, and each wave of Flash is gonna be bigger and bigger, and finally it's gonna be so big it's not gonna happen. But this lurker attack's actually pretty good. Gonna take out some of the tanks, but it's like something definitive needs to change in this game. Like engaging well isn't enough for effort anymore. But actually, here comes some Lings moving across the map, and if they can actually get in and deal damage, that's going to be great for them.
And it looks like he's actually breaking this position at his natural as well.
That was beautiful leapfrogging by effort with the lurkers and the swarms. That was like, you cannot execute that any better. I don't even think he lost a single Zergling in that engagement, and he killed so many tanks. That was ridiculously good. Effort's so good at this game.
Unfortunately for him, though, Flash is now going up to 5 bases against his 4,
Yeah,
and he still can't really make any headway. I think actually your suggestion for him to go drops is a very good idea. I mean, there doesn't seem to be that much defense along the south side. You can easily sneak a couple of overlords along there. I mean, having said that, Flash is just now setting up some turrets to prevent that. And we constantly have all these random borrowed Lings all over the place. Are you seeing this? Like, a couple of them are good, but I don't know if those are like intentionally just borrowing them randomly. I don't know. Anyways, looks like the lurkers at the front of the natural are going to get cleaned up once again. A drone moving over to the 9 o'clock, so Effort's going to try and take his half there, take 5th base. But oh no, a bunch of slow Hydras going to go out and get completely mauled by these siege tanks. Are those supposed to be lurkers? Oh man. And actually, if you look at the mineral, the supply or the money in the bottom right, Efforts actually was banking like 800, 1200 there for a bit. Falling behind a little bit on his macro, but I mean, I guess he's got so many things to worry about that can't really blame him too much.
Yeah. Another alternate idea for Effort to come back in this game is get Spawn Broodling. He's got the Queen's Nest up, and like, you can make Spawn Broodling work, and it's really good versus mech. It's just like such a big timing window where your queens are sitting there gathering energy, not doing anything, and you need to have the comfort to survive that. And it's impossible versus Flash because he never gives you 30 seconds of respite. But if only he could get that up like instantly in the snap of a finger. But that's not going to happen. Some Zerglings getting across the map, but there's too many vultures. Like there's mines everywhere and vultures everywhere. Like, so even the Zergling drop idea wouldn't be good unless it was executed like very perfectly. Like swarm right on the command center and kill it. Like if you're moving around with Zerglings at all, the longer you're moving around the map, the bigger the chance you either run into a mine or run into vultures that are going to like slaughter you completely. This is I like all the Birdlings. Hydrolurk, we've got to switch into Hydrolurk, very old school composition, and a play going off on a couple of stuff. Like, we just really have to watch this. Like, this game is so in Flash's favor that we have to watch this for the small victories we can get. Like, hey, look, Hydroliths are actually being used, or hey, look, nice play.
This is actually just, I mean, it's just so sad from a Zerg's perspective. I mean, Effort had some really nice plays. He didn't do anything drastically wrong, but it's just Terrans, man. Flash, he's too good. We need to start banning him from tournaments. It's like not fair.
You make him play Protoss, maybe it'll be fair.
Yeah, dude. Just make him play. Okay, from now on, Flash is only allowed to play Protoss against Harangi in Pro League. Like, that's it.
I wonder what Flash's win rate in games above 20 minutes is. I would bet it would be insanely high. Oh, he actually got dropped. Thank you for
Nice.
listening to me. It looks like he's going to go for a Doom Lurker drop straight into the turrets at the at the main, I'm guessing. Cause, yep.
Oh god. Oh shit.
Flash has turrets everywhere, so I
Man,
just
Flash even took
assumed,
the
but I
12.
would've thought that.
Oh, and look at that, the tank's coming back. Yo, hi overlords. My name is Flash. I like these buildings. They shoot things at air units. And 4 lurkers get out. 4 lurkers. Effort is so sad. He's gonna kill 3 turrets and then just lose everything. Oh god.
Oh, hey, Effort got up a 5th briefly. It's like dying now, but just saying. There it is. He's got 2 drones at it.
Yeah.
Woo.
We applaud his effort in taking a
Yeah.
5th. See what I did there? See what I did there? I was totally on
Yeah.
accident, by the way. That was not intentional. Oh man. Anyway. So Effort's gonna clean up these few sea shanks on the map, but I mean, if you just look at the minimap, Flash has just got like everything on the right side and the middle, the 12 and the 6, and oh my god, all the lurkers die before the swarms even go down. Oh wait, no, is there something still under there? Is that like a random lurker or a ling or something? I don't even know. Flash gonna rebuild a few of these turrets, and I mean,
I'm wondering.
Effort is holding on here. He's being quite cost efficient with his units. He's mainly making lurker, ling, defiler, not the most expensive unit composition, but I mean, just eventually he's gonna run out of money, and then he's just gonna die. He's making absolutely zero headway here.
Flash is taking the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock bases that are like the middle, that if you split half map versus half map, you're only supposed to get one of, and he's taking both of them. So even in the bizarre scenario where Flash just like pulled back to half map and said, I'm just going to defend, do whatever you want, Effort still would have no chance in this game because he needs more bases than the Terran. He's a Zerg, obviously.
Yep.
And he's getting out expanded. They're at his 5th. Like, at this point I'm just wondering, what is your trigger, Effort? What is your trigger for GGing? He's behind more than 100 supply right now. Depressing Zerg fans out there anyway. Like,
GG!
Flash takes it convincingly. If that game had ended like 7 minutes ago, that truly would have been a really great game. But Zergs have this habit of staying in so long against Flash that the game gets depressing. It's like Flash takes a decisive advantage and he's won, and then they just like die for 10 minutes.
Well,
it's so sad.
I mean, that GG timing is like the story of Pro League this year. And, you know, this was like, he knew his team was down 1-2, he had to win the game, and it was against Flash. But Flash stays undefeated. What is he, like 9-0 or something right now? 10-0? I don't even know.
9-0.
9-0. What a boss. That fangirl gets something. She's probably quite happy. And that is all for today's Pro League casts. Casts? Whatever. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will be casting something tomorrow. Who is it? I know it's SKT versus Khan. And it's somebody else versus somebody else. They're probably not very important. Hold on, let me have a look.
That would leave Air Force Ace versus
STX.
Trying to think of the one that we're missing. STX Soul.
Indeed. So yeah, tune into those guys, and thanks Roche for co-commentating. The VODs will be up on YouTube as always.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a blast as always. I want to give a shout out to Lucky Fool, who I saw in the chat. He is a very, very good American Terran player,
was he?
both in Brood War and StarCraft 2. He's awesome. He beat the Korean pro gamer Grape once, who beat Jaedong. So he beat someone who beat Jaedong. So by the Reddit transitive property, where if you beat anybody who beat anybody, you win. He beat Jaedong. So yeah.